Talk about this week.
Well, you know, this is a special one for us. I mean, this is kind of our brand, if you will. I looked out the window on Monday when I was flying in and I saw the tents around 18 and the grandstands on one, and I literally got goosebumps. You know, I walked into the hotel, I was checking in came Nancy Lopez behind me. I mean, it's a celebration for the LPGA. It's a gathering. You know, it's one of those truly special destinations on the LPGA. We don't have as many of these as the men have sometimes, where you've been coming for 30, 40 years, this is where you all gather, but every night is a special night in the desert for us. So, and it's a career maker. You know, I mean, these young ladies know that a win this week changes your career. I mean, ask Stacey Lewis. You know, I mean, so it's exciting. You know, it's fun to see, and it's fun to be back. I wish every week was just like this.
To put it in perspective, I mean, this is the ladies' major. I'm sorry, the ladies' masters.
Yeah, it really is. I always say it's a destination. You know, whether you're 8 or 18 and you're a young female playing golf, I don't care where you're playing anywhere in the world. The idea of walking across that bridge on 18, you know, walking by the Dinah statue or jumping in Poppy's Pond, I mean, that's a dream, you know. And and the nice thing is, here we are in 2012. That's a worldwide dream. You know, I don't care where you're growing up or where you're hitting balls as a 10-year-old. You can have this dream, and you can look at all the flags flying around the putting green. You know, there's players from all around the world, there's sponsors from all around the world, and the cool news is there's media and web hits happening all around the world. It really is a pinnacle for the women's game.
All right, if you literally take a bow, we're going to lose you in the camera. So take a bow figuratively and just
That's
really.
my best bow.
I mean, things since you've become commissioner you've turned a big corner in a business sense, and also you've got a player who's pretty dominant out here. That doesn't hurt either.
You know, we've made a lot of progress. I guess I'm the type A personality that thinks of all the things we still should have done or be doing. So I'm excited about where we've come. I'm excited about the progress we've made. I think a lot of people were kind of betting against us, and when we came out with 6 new purses and, you know, raised the opportunity and our viewership was up 40%, I think that all kind of caught people by surprise. But if you really step back and think about what's really going on, it's not that hard to fathom. And we got a player from the other side of the world teaching all the rest of us what it takes to be number one. The chase pack, I call them the chase pack, of young, great female golfers has never been better. I mean, Suzanne Pedersen, Na-Young Choi, Paula Creamer, Brittany Lincecum, Stacey Lewis, you know, back to the Michelle Wees and, you know, and G.A. Shins. I mean, when you start going through that list, Aimi Azada's, not only do you have incredible 20-somethings, you have them from everywhere. You know, you have them from Japan and Australia and America, and I think that's an exciting time for the game. You know, it's 15 years ago, if you and I would have had this conversation, neither one of us would have believed it was doable. And here we are, not only doable, but it's playing out. And so I think what's going on inside the ropes has made what we've been doing outside the ropes a lot easier.
And it's a global game, and certainly the reach of the LPGA Tour is global. I mean, you can see that it's exciting.
Yeah, you know, I've said this many times before. I could be 2 commissioners. I could be commissioner 20 years ago when it was essentially a U.S. European business, which means all your fans were going to come from the U.S. and Europe, all your sponsors are going to come from the U.S. and Europe, all your players were going to come from the U.S. and Europe. Or I could be the commissioner today. Worldwide, borderless, they're coming from around the world. It's more challenging to be a global brand. I mean, ask Kraft or any of our major sponsors, but you do it because the upside is tremendous. It gets you customers from around the world. It makes your brand a truly global statement. That's what we're doing at the LPGA. It's not easy. We're not always good at it. We're making our mistakes along the way too, but we're really bringing the best in the world together on a regular basis. And we're showing this event in over 130 countries. We'll have over 100 countries hit our website, you know, in the next, 4 or 5 days. And that's special. You know, I think, for young women around the world, I mean, this is a dream that anyone can have, and we're excited. I mean, just like a lot of our title sponsors, we're going global and we're not looking back.
Hey, last thing, there's a buzz around golf, and there's a buzz that includes the LPGA. I've seen it for a lot of years where it didn't include the LPGA. Can you just talk a little bit to that about how people are coming to the LPGA?
Well, I think most golf fans know that not many great golfers had their best years before they were 20. Just not many. If you can remember, you might have a list of one if you thought over the history. So if you say, okay, if the best years of your golfing career are going to be from kind of 20 to 35, just look at the stockpile of talent we have in 20 to 35. I mean, you go, Yanni and Na-Young Choi, Michelle Wee, Aimi Azada, Brittany Lincecum, Morgan Pressel. I mean, it's unbelievable how many good young 20-somethings there are. And if their best golf is yet to come, it's going to be special. And it's going to be difficult for Yanni to stay where she is, which is great. And it's going to be really difficult to run her down. But I think I'm lucky as commissioner. I get to sit back and what I think will really be the richest period of young women's golf in this game, probably in our history. So it's going to be fun to watch.
It's going to be a great week, too. Thanks for your time. Good luck this week.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys covering us.